We've built a $2,000 mini moto, a $3,000 mini moto, and a $4,000 mini moto. But today, let's build a $1,000 mini moto, our cheapest ever. And if you leave a comment, you'll be entered to win this Pro Spec, Razor's most upgradable mini moto worth $1,750 for free. I'll pin the winning comment in 2 weeks. This is my first time unboxing the Razor SX500. The last time I did a Razor SX500 build, I found it at a thrift store. It was already parted out. So this is my first time building one out of the box. I'm plugging it in, I'm putting on the bars, and I'm gonna see how this bike performs with no upgrades. Putting on the front wheel, the front number plate, and the front fender. This bike looks really good out of the box, and it is the most affordable platform to build off of as far as I know. The reason I'm not including the cost of this bike in the cost of the build is because you can easily find these on Facebook Marketplace, thrift stores, garage sales. I found one for $50. No fucking way. That's a Razor frame at the thrift store. 50 bucks. The cost of this build is $1,000 in upgrades alone. Fortunately, a lot of parts on this bike don't need to be upgraded. The wheels are pretty nice, we're gonna keep those. The cable brakes will not be able to handle the power we're pushing. They need to be upgraded. The half-twist throttle, that has to go. And of course, we're upgrading the power. The last time I built out an SX500, I built this Green Goblin. It's hard to believe it came from the same platform, but if you wanted a different platform to build off, the Razor MX500 is a great choice, and so is the Razor Pro Spec. But if you don't want to spend the money on a Pro Spec, I am giving one away. All you have to do is leave a comment, and in 2 weeks, I'll pick the winning comment and send them one. With a top speed of 15 miles per hour, I would have loved this bike as a young kid, but not now. It's got to at least be able to wheelie and go illegally fast to tickle my nickel. So let me show you the kind of budget beast this bike can become with a few simple upgrades. That's full throttle. No. Electro & Co needs no introduction. I got their 5 kilowatt Ultimate Razor kit, and for the first time ever, it's on sale for under $1,000. That means you can upgrade an entire Razor for under $1,000. That's unheard of. Even the other Razors are jealous. Everything I'm unboxing here comes in the kit. This is the Electro & Co V3.0 Ultimate Kit, and it has everything you need all in one. You do not have to go figure it out yourself. It's all plug and play. You get 2 sets of hydraulic brakes, as well as the rotors. A massive 72-volt battery. Keep in mind, this entire kit costs under $1,000. This battery comes plug and play. It's got a handle on it, and it is way bigger than I was expecting. This kit comes with instructions with photos. I've never seen that before. Super helpful. This is appropriate for any beginner. This would be an amazing first bike, an amazing first build. It comes with this motor, which is a little more beautiful than it should be. Look how shiny it is. And of course it comes with the controller. This is the brain of the bike, and the fact that it all comes in a kit, it's all gonna work together. You don't need to get the controller from one place, the motor from one place, the battery from another. This comes tuned, ready to go, plug and play. You get your throttle, you get your controller mounts, you get all your harnesses and battery leads. You even get a choice between an on-off switch with a voltmeter or a key ignition with a voltmeter. That is what you get in the kit. It is currently the most affordable it's ever been. It is more affordable than just one battery on the Green Goblin. The battery alone on this bike is more expensive than the entire kit. At a time where everything seems so expensive, and it's probably only going to get more expensive, it's really exciting to see an affordable, accessible option where you can upgrade an entire mini moto for the price of one mini moto battery. The battery on my last mini moto cost more than this entire build. So we have the lowest price barrier to entry, and I would say the lowest barrier to entry in general. If you're interested in building your own mini bike and making it fast and making it your own, there's no better place to start than with a Razor and with an Electro & Co kit. The sun is setting right now, so I'm lowering the shades and I'm turning on the vibes. The last things to strip are the brakes and the throttle, and I'm pulling all the cabling out from the front, gutting it. I'm removing the chain guard so it doesn't get in my way, and I'm removing the rear brake caliper as well as the rear wheel. The front brake caliper and the front wheel are also coming with me. Our Razor catabolism has culminated in a stripped frame, and it's time to start building. I'm swapping over the stock rotor with the upgraded rotor on the front wheel and the rear wheel. For a clean finish, I'm feeding the motor wires through the frame before I install it on the swing arm. There's only 3 bolts, 1 here and 2 on this side. Usually I would upgrade the chain, but this is a budget build, so we're putting it right on the motor. Electric motors usually have 3-phase wires that tell the motor how to spin, and we're going to connect those to the controller, which will tell the motor how to spin, and it's so simple. You connect yellow to yellow, green to green, and blue to blue. It's also impossible to mess up the harness. Although it looks complicated, each connector only connects to one corresponding connector, so you don't have to have any idea what you're doing. Just start plugging stuff in. We just connected the motor to the controller, now we're connecting the battery to the controller. Black is negative, red is positive, and there's always the second red wire. I think it's for the voltmeter. And just like that, the controller's all wired up. To an outsider, it looks like you're an electrical engineer, but really you have no idea what you're doing. Kids these days have it too easy. Back in my day, we used to have to zip tie our controllers to the frame, and here's Electro & Co. with their mount design, all genius, making it so damn easy. At this point, the motor is upgraded and it's wired up to the controller, which is mounted. Kids these days, back in my day, we used to have to use a hammer to bash the battery trays so the battery would fit, and here's this massive 72-volt battery fitting perfectly without needing a hammer. And it comes with these straps. Look how solid it is. Kids these days are soft. This is how a real man straps his battery, damn it. I'm putting the front wheel back on with the new brake rotor, and I'm putting the rear wheel back on with the new brake rotor. You cannot upgrade a RZR without upgrading the brakes, and these Zoom brakes aren't the most expensive in the world, but they kind of feel like they are. They feel really nice, and they're usually sold separately, but for a limited time they are included in the kit at the incredible under $1,000 price. You know the build's almost done when you're filling up the handlebars. We're adding the throttle. It does have a 3-mode switch at your thumb, and I love these throttles. Nice grips too. You do not need to know what you're doing. Just start plugging in. That's the throttle. There's the ignition. There's the voltmeter, and here's the battery. The plastics are going back on, and that would have been a great opportunity to spray paint them whatever color you want. It's one of the best things about building these bikes is you can just do whatever, and you don't have to take yourself seriously. Like, I'm not putting this piece of plastic on. I like seeing the battery. Our RZR anabolism is complete, and it's time for the montage.
Electro & Co. has bottled up the raw spirit of motocross. This isn't guesswork. It's the work of engineers who live the ride, who breathe the dirt, who know exactly what they're doing. No compromises, no mistakes, just the future of motocross.
It is a beautiful Saturday, and there's no better way to spend it than riding mini bikes with the boys, so I'm loading up all the mini bikes and having them together. You can see how much bigger the RTR is compared to the RZRs. The RZRs are definitely a size smaller than the RTR. We got Zappy here on his RTR from Ronster Rides with these sick dual sport tires on it. We got Raw on the RTR from Ronster Rides. We got the budget RZR hanging with the big dogs. And we got Jim on the Green Goblin. This is my very first time riding this bike. I usually want to take it around the parking lot or something first, but we're going straight into the street. I'm going to start in the highest power mode. For good luck, we're going to coat these new tires in geese poo, as always. Full throttle, here we go. For the stock suspension, it's not terrible. This bike's made for little kids, and I'm a lot heavier than a little kid, and the suspension's suspensing. Oh. Yo, we look badass. Let's go, let's go. Mini bike gang. Dude, the RTR looks so good with the dual sports on it. Mini bike's out. This is the coolest thing ever when the whole gang's on mini bikes. Going straight downtown. Yeah, this is dope. Drag race. Jim, no cheating. Man, you're good at cheating on drag races. Let's go. Whoa, I can't keep the front wheel down. No way, Jim's in the back. 5 kilowatts is a lot when you're this light. Whoa, whoa, first wheelie. Oh, oh. I'm on the stock dirt wheels. It's been a long time since I upgraded a RZR and kept the stock wheels. I find it a lot more difficult to wheelie knobby tires. So usually I switch over to supermotos like what Jim's on. Oh, here's the cop. Let's go, mini bike gang, mini bike gang. Full throttle. Let's see what kind of top speed we can get here. This might be a faster top speed than the RTR. Alright, never mind. Okay, so the RTRs, man, those are fast. Those go 50 something miles an hour. Depends how heavy you are. So that means this goes, what, 46, 47? Like damn near 50 miles an hour. That was awesome. You guys are ripping. Oh man, this bike is so light. that the 5 kilowatts throws it around like it's 15. The bike that Jim's on, the Green Goblin, that's one of my most expensive Razor builds, and that's running about 12 to 14 kilowatts. So like 2 to 3 times what this is running. But you know what? This is still plenty. And you could get about 3 of these for the price of one of those. Mini bike shit, mini bike shit. Yee. Whoa, hella nice. Dude, this is such a cool spot. Type shit, type shit. Go girl. We got it.
Can I just someone farted right now?
Okay. Yeah, come on. Where are we, dude? I thought we were going into a parking lot. We're in like a shopping center. I didn't know Pokemon store was a thing. Where are we? Feels like I'm in Tokyo. Oh, we're in Chinatown. We're in Chinatown. I would never ride through a pedestrian area like this on any other bike. But little mini bikes, it's just the same as walking in my mind. All these bikes are multiple times more expensive. Like at least twice the price. I think the RTR is about twice the price of this bike. And I'm keeping up, and I'm having hella fun. It's really cool that you don't need, you know, $3 grand to hang with the boys. Yo, why is it actually kind of neck to neck with the RTR? I think it's because it's so light. That's 8 kilowatts versus, what is this? 5 or 6 kilowatts. This is easily faster than the new 2025 Sur-Ron, for sure. Definitely feels faster. You just can't find a bike anywhere in this price that can hang like this. No way. For $1,000, the only thing you can get is a Tudio, which is short for total piece of shit. Downtown on an electric mini moto with the homies. They're all on electric mini motos. This is it. This is the life. Here we go. Proper wheelie. Ah, it's just the knobby tires. If I put some Sumos on here, I think Razors are some of the easiest bikes to wheelie. We just went past a moto cop. If I get pulled over, the odds are high. He did not look happy seeing us. I'm out. Dude, I am flying on this. Yeah! I've said this once and I'll say it again. Mini bikes are the most fun because you don't have to go as fast to feel like you're going fast. 60 miles an hour on a mini bike is 200 miles an hour on a full-size bike. And you just can't possibly take yourself seriously riding these. You're not out here to impress anybody. You're not out here to look cool. You are literally just here to have fun. So Talaria, I'm really jamming on the gas to test the range on this and also just how much it can take, because a lot of times electric motors, they don't like getting pinned. So if you're trying to build this and ride the way I'm riding now, you need a motor and a controller that can handle continuous effort. So far, so good. We're hitting some dirt. Apparently there's a hill climb up here. I'm on stock tires. And it's kind of amazing how confident I feel. Look at us. We're climbing. This is much steeper than it looks on camera. No problem for the kit. I've never been here. This is new for me. No better way to explore than on some mini bikes with the boys. Although the RTR is barely a mini bike, it definitely shows you how small the Razors are, because the RTR I think is perfect for like almost any rider. For some kids it's a full-size bike, for some adults it's a mini bike. The Razor, it's a mini bike for almost everybody, unless you're a really little kid. Okay, we're in the dirt. Good thing I got these knobbies on. Okay, the suspension just threw my hand into the lever. I gotta be a little careful. Come on. It grips like, it's really impressive for a bike that we didn't even change the wheels on. Intended to go 15 miles an hour. It's really the suspension. It's really the suspension that needs some upgrading. It's so cool that the upgrade kit I'm riding right now is made by Electro & Co, who makes the RTR. They've been making the Razor upgrades for a long time. In fact, me and Electro & Co kind of grew up together. When I started making videos was when they started making Razor kits. And fast forward 5 years and they understand powertrains so well and the geometry, and they're all riders themselves, that they came out with the RTR, basically saying, hey, if you don't want to build your own bike, just get this, it's ready to rip, thus RTR. It was actually originally Ready to Race, but they were going to get sued for it, so I thought, what about Ready to Rip? And that's what it's called now. Somebody in the UK was like, Ready to Race? That's our brand name, we're going to sue you. Dude, the police, they see us and they look away. Never ride these in the street, by the way. Just for the record, this is not for street use. This should never be in the street. Wear a helmet. So I'm at 74 volts, which is about 50% battery. And that's incredible. That's amazing for how much ripping we've just done. It wheelies really, really nice. Razors might be my most favorite thing to wheelie, and I'll tell you why. It's the freewheel. They have the freewheel on it and it just coasts like you're on a pedal bike. That is, I'm not gonna make it up that. Bro's never seen a curb before. I'm gonna give it a try. Come on, it's just too light. Whoa, this is a tall climb. Go, go, go. Nothing for the RTR though. There's your price difference. You get what you pay for. This is exactly why I ride bikes, is so I don't have to end up walking, but here I am walking. LA is one of the best cities, if not the best city, in the world for e-motos. Not only can you just ride past the police and they usually don't care, but we've got all this green dirt riding in the middle of the city.
Hey, this is dead. Did you charge it on the way here too?
The Goblin is out of battery. I only thought at the last minute to bring it, and I charged it on the way in the truck, but only to about maybe 65%. This thing is still chugging. No way. No way. Is that for a gun? Yeah! The budget Razor's pushing the expensive Razor home. How funny is that? But it's cheating. I did not fully charge the Goblin. And we got fruit. Wait, let me see this. No way, it's literally a gun holster. This is a legit one. Bro, we got like a banana we can put in here or something? You think this is a cop's? Does it say? Right next to the police station, that's crazy.
There is a giveaway at the bottom of this video. If you want a mini bike of your own but you don't want to pay for it, you can leave a comment and you are entered for free into my giveaway. I'm giving away that Razor Pro Spec. In this video, we built out a Razor SX 500 from scratch using the most affordable upgrade kit ever, making this little beast that you can rip around with your buddies, and I recommend they also build out some mini bikes. It is fun. This kit is from electroandco.com, and for a limited time it's on sale, and it includes the hydraulic brake set. It's an incredible deal. You'll never find it anywhere else. I don't know how they're doing it. The RTR is from ronsterrides.com. As always, thank you so much for watching until the end, and stay tuned.